Manchester City 3, Manchester United 0. A must-win game for both teams. I said this in the preview, but it only looked like one team wanted to win out there today. Only one team. It only looked like one team out there knew what they were doing out there today. Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim. The coffee is brewing, my brother. And I'm going to address this out the gate because I've just seen part of the post-match press conference and I hope I've got this wrong. I really do. I hope I've misunderstood this. I hope I've misconstrued it. Please put in the comments that I'm wrong about this and I've got the wrong end of the stick. But I've just heard Ruben Amorim say that his message to the fans is that he is suffering more than us. Brother, you've only been here a year. Like, what you talking about? That's not, and normally you're very good at talking, saying the right things, charisma, all of that. And that's not the right thing to say, brother. Bruh, whatever they be, like, that's not the right thing to say. What do you mean you're suffering more than us? Absolute joke, man. Like, absolute joke. I'm gonna get into the team news. The team news. Alto Bayender in goal. Luke Shaw, De Ligt, Yoro at the back. Dorgu and Mazraoui in the wing-back positions. Ugarte and Fernandez in the eights in the middle. Diallo and Mbeumo in the tens. And Benjamin Sesko up top. Now, it was forced by injuries, but I am glad to see we're finally starting with the striker. Whether it was Sesko or Xerxes, I was indifferent. If anything, I would like to see Xerxes get a run of games as the starting striker because, bro, I think he would be good in the way that he plays to unlock the cams, the tens, to be more effective in front of goal. But I digress. I was glad to see Sesko getting the start today. Kobe Manu can't start this game. And this is where I've got the issues, right? Manchester Derby, huge game after international break. We were suffering. That's like my man's buzzword. Um, Before the international break, we were in a bad way, right? So to start this international break, post-international break, I mean, was so important in a positive manner for us to start in a positive manner. And yes, we've got injuries, but you're gonna play Amad Diallo in left attacking mid against Manchester City, a position he's never ever played before in his life. You're gonna play him there today. You couldn't just play him wing back as you've been doing and play Kobe in the 10? No? Was that not a thought? I just don't understand that. I really don't. I really, really don't. I really don't. Ugarte, like, he's just not good enough, man. He's just not good enough. Um, but listen, like, I mean, let's do City's lineup. Donnarumma in goal, getting his debut today. Kusanov, Diaz, Guardiola, and Nico O'Reilly as the left back. Rodri with Reinders and Bernardo Silva in the middle. Foden on the right, Doku on the left, and Haaland up top. Now, let's just get right into it. The first goal, Luke Shaw You must do better than that. How you letting my man drop the shoulder on you like that and you're just wagging your foot at it, wagging your toes at it? Like, come on, you've got to get stuck in. If you're not gonna get the ball, take him out. Because I believe you were on the edge of the box, just outside the box. Because like that was so poor. It was so poor in the manner that, you know, you've just let him go past you. Like that was so bad. And then Fernandez sleeping. You're just watching, you're ball watching. You're ball, and I saw your interview after. My man asked you what happened, and you're just chatting nonsense. You are ball watching, and Foden's by himself. No one's pressing him, and he's you know got the header off, a great header in fact, and it's gone in the goal. I know a lot of people maybe saying Bayern they could have done better, but I don't think so. I don't think so. We'll be talking about the keepers in a bit. So that was just really bad goal to concede. Doku, I want to give a big shout out to Doku. Doku is a player that obviously, in terms of goals, assists, he hasn't like put up astronomical numbers at all since he's been at City. You know, people are, you know, hot and cold with him, whether they rate him or not. But today he really showed his quality. You know, that's really a guy that when you can see when he gets the ball, he's just exciting. He's really trying to take on his man. He's really trying to make something happen, and that's what he was doing today for City in key moments. Um, and you know, you saw the same thing when we talk about the second goal now. You know, Nico O'Reilly, lovely nutmeg on Agate, I believe it was. But then just a comedy of errors, you know. Um, Yoro, wrong side of the man. Yoro, not a good game today at all. Not a good game today at all. Wrong side of the man. Um, and that was Doku actually, because I believe Foden slipped in Doku. Doku's stronger than you, Yoro. Yoro, you got to be stronger than that. So wrong side of Doku. Doku's got him behind, and now he slipped it through to Haaland, and of course Haaland versus Luke Shaw. The commentator said it. It's like he, you know, like he swatting a fly. That's what that was. You know what I'm saying? Luke Shaw was never gonna get there, and Luke Shaw will get the. You know, people will single out Luke Shaw. Um, but in that goal, the person I have a big issue with is De Ligt. And me, I'm a big advocate for De Ligt. I think he's been our best defender this season. I think he does have a lot of quality, and when he is on his game, he's great. But today, it's like he just didn't even know what he was doing, where he was standing. He wasn't commanding at all. It's like they're not talking to each other. If you guys watch back that second goal, Haaland's first goal, what is De Ligt doing? He's just standing in a place that's benefiting nobody. Like, he's not marking anybody, he's not picking up anybody, he's just watching the ball. And then I kind of feel sorry for Luke Shaw in that phase of play where De Ligt, if you're a bit more aware that Haaland's in between you guys, you should be the one that's trying to handle him. Luke Shaw should be probably focused on whoever's behind, you know, because when you think about where the ball slips in, it's at an angle on the left. So Luke Shaw or whoever's on should be really focused on who's behind me in terms of someone coming in at the back post in case, of course, Haaland is your, you know, typical number 9, so he's not passing. But if he did square it, I'm sure someone would have been there. De Ligt, you're not helping. You're just in no man's land. And that was really poor. Really poor. And then we talk about the third goal. Honestly, Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. And listen, I've defended Luke Shaw a long time in my life. Over the past few years, I've defended Luke Shaw. I'm a Luke Shaw advocate when he is fit, when he is like at the pace because he is a good footballer. He's a very good footballer. In fact, I've seen it with my own eyes in real life. I've seen that he's a very good footballer. But brother, I think it's time, man. To be fair, it was time when you just wasn't playing football and you were making TikToks instead. But I'll be honest, you've come back from injury and I haven't really seen you pick up the level that I normally see from you. And comedy of errors from you today, man. Luke Shaw, comedy of errors, and you're on 200 racks a week. 200 racks a week. And let's be real, am I confident that you're going to be fit the whole season? No. I think it's time. I think it's time. It's been time, to be fair. It's been time. I think in this max exodus, I think is the term that we've had in the summer. I think he should have been someone that should have, been also on the list of players that needed to go. Not just because of him being past it, him being injury prone, because of that wage as well, bro. You're not worth that wage in today's game. You know what I'm saying? So very disappointing. That third goal, it's such a poor pass. And then you put Maguire in a difficult position where he's stretching for the ball and just trying to clear it. But again, Maguire, you need to be more composed than that. Like get the ball and like, I don't know, just be a bit more composed. But you're just kicking the ball, Haaland's in behind, and the rest is history. You know what happens from there, man. It's really, really, really bad. It's really bad. And if I go through the team, let me go through the team and actually say who's played well or who hasn't. I mean, Lenny Yoro didn't play well at all. The list didn't play well. Shaw didn't play well. Mazraoui, nor here nor there. Do you know what I'm saying? If anything, I guess he was trying to be kind of positive. Dorgu was being very positive. The only outlets we had today was Dorgu and Mbermo. Sesko in the first half, he was a bit bright. He was causing he had a half chance where he got in behind from a ball from, I want to say perhaps Mazraoui, and he's chested it. He's chested it, but it was a heavy touch. And if that touch was just a bit tighter, and he gets a proper shot off without reaching for it. That it's key moments like that you've got to take. But other than that, Sesko quiet. But I've already spoken about Sesko, how I just feel sorry for these type of players that are getting signed for big money and they're not ready. They're not good enough to be, you know, Manchester United's #1 striker. Diallo, not great again today, but again, I do kind of put a lot of that on Amorim. I don't know why he's playing left attacking midfield for the first time in his life in a Manchester derby. I don't understand that. Um, but yeah, Dorgu was bright. A lot of our attacks was going through Dorgu, and Burma. I almost just felt sorry for him. Yeah, he could be a bit more clinical. Yeah, he can be a bit more, you know, clean with some of the things he's doing in Burma, but it's like he's the only one really trying, only one really trying to make something happen. And it's just, I can imagine how frustrated he must be. So, but it's just really, really poor. I think the only positive thing I was seeing from us today was when we were switching play. So Luke Shaw would play a couple nice long balls over to the right wing, and the same manner when we get it over to the left wing and we'll find Dorgu in a lot of space. And it was only in those cases that we looked at any point threatening. But then what would happen after that continually is we're just putting aimless crosses in the box. And I don't want to even say, I say aimless because they were crap crosses. Like the final delivery on all of these crosses were just so poor. And I mean, this is a great segue to bring me on to Bruno. Bruno, the inshallah passing has got to stop. Yeah, cool if we're really, I don't know, controlling a game, or we're not chasing a game, but you see this inshallah passing where you're just kicking the, it's like you're just kicking the ball. And it was so, there's so many times in this game where the ball came out from the right wing back or the left wing back inside, and then either Bruno or whoever would do a first hand cross in the box. But it would be with no conviction. And it wouldn't even, 90% of the time, the cross ain't getting past the first man. It's not even getting past the first man. It was horrible. It was horrible. And again, another thing is that when you're playing that two in midfield and Bruno's one of them who's running around everywhere, we're always gonna be depleted in that midfield area. We're always gonna get overrun. And you saw it again today. You saw it again today. And I'm seeing Amorim talk about in the post-match interview that it's not about the system. It's not about the system because there's enough players to cover these spaces. But bro, it's not working. Whether you think your system can work, I'm sure it can with the correct players. But it's not working with these players, my guy. It's not. It's not. It's not, and he's just gonna run this shit into the ground until he does get sacks. And yeah, like it's just really bad. And again, talking about the poor crosses, it was also from set pieces. Every corner we had, poor delivery, very poor. Every free kick we got in a dangerous position, every delivery was poor. It was, it just wasn't good enough. It just wasn't good enough. Couple other things, Donnarumma. Let's talk about the keepers. Donnarumma. That is why you sign a keeper like Donnarumma, world-class keeper, arguably the best keeper in the world. You probably say him or Courtois, probably another couple names in the mix, but that's what you get. The save that he pulled out from Mbermo's volley, and a great volley from Mbermo. Most other games, that's a goal. But that's why you sign a keeper like Donnarumma, you know? What a keeper, what a signing. And I think he will change City's fortune this year. Like, that key piece is so integral in assuring the defense. That keeper can make that defense so much more solid. You know what I'm saying? Kusanov played very well today. I know a bit aggressive at times, but he did play well today. Nico O'Reilly, good player. And City seems, Pep always has that guy, whether it's the Rico Lewises and these type of guys. He's got Nico O'Reilly now, a very, very neat player. He played very well. Um, and yeah, I'm just so frustrated because we've just signed Sen Lammers to be the substitute keeper to Altay Bayındır. And you can see even at the beginning of the game, Altay Bayındır making a couple shaky decisions. And it's like, we needed a keeper. We needed a keeper. Why did you not sign Martinez? Martinez changes everything. And you just see the gulf in class, in keepers, when you look at someone like Donnarumma and you look at the keepers that we have. You know, ah, Martinez agreed to come to us, and you sign a keeper that you're saying, oh yeah, he's going to be the second keeper. I really don't understand that. And that, again, that's Ruben Amorim. That's Ruben Amorim again. It's just not good enough, man. It's just not good enough. Let's talk about it. Erling Haaland, man. What a striker. What a number nine. Best number nine in the world. No doubt about it. When you talk about the epitome of a real number nine from, the days where you used to see, the 2000s, the 1990s, like proper striker, does it all, just strong, athletic, fast, nuisance for the play. And not only that, what I loved from Haaland today, did you see the way that guy was defending? He was helping out the defense. He was getting to all of those crosses and things that were coming in from us. He was getting there. And that shows the real grit and determination of a man that really is working for his team, really, wants to win. And then he does the business at the other end as well. He does the business at the other end as well. I know you've got more silky players like the Isaks of the world, but Haaland is a freak of nature. He is a freak of nature. When you see the type of numbers this guy is putting up, and again, Haaland's overall play today was very good. Was very good. But at the end of the day, when you judge strikers like Haaland, like Gyökeres now, you judge them to see if they're on the score sheet. And Haaland did that and more today. And more today. Phil Foden showed up today. You showed up today. And that's what City really need from you. Because you are, I spoke about this in the preview, you should really be the talisman of this new City team going forward, Foden, you're meant to be an integral part in the England setup. So will we see the resurgence of Foden getting back to his best? Will this be able to kickstart, you know, his season? But again, as we know that Foden does love a derby. So we know he plays well in these games. It's just how he's going to play in the others up and coming. And Foden and Haaland, man, these are the perpetrators. Reminds me of when we lost like 6-3 or whatever, and they both scored hat tricks, and they were back to do the damage today. Just really, really, really poor. And I always say that the big games for United are games that I'm not scared about, because big games are the games that we typically turn up in. We typically have a bit more passion, and we show that on the pitch. But today we showed absolutely nothing, absolutely nothing, and it's just not good enough. Ruben Amorim, brother, wake up and smell the coffee, my guy. Wake up and smell the coffee. Who do we have next? I think it's Chelsea. I think it's Chelsea. Let me just double check. We do have Chelsea next at Old Trafford. I don't even know what to predict or what to, say. Typically, United Chelsea games are very tight, but hey, what are we? 4 points from 12 now. 4 points from 12. City are at 6 points now, and we are 14th. Early in the seasons, of course, or in the season, of course, but bro, what a horrible, horrible, horrible display of football. Guys, guys, just, I said this after the Grimsby game. Strap up and buckle in, Man United fans. It's going to be a long, long season. Like, comment, and subscribe, people. Share it with your people. Comment down below what you lot think, man. What you lot think went wrong. Obviously, Ruben Amorim, wake up, man. Before I even go, let me talk about the substitutions. Kobbie Mainoo came on. Maguire came on. Kobbie Mainoo was relatively bright, but it just even when I see him coming on, it just looks like such a deflated manner amongst the players. He did try a few things, played okay, but again, not much going on from the team as a whole. The team as a whole just felt so dysfunctional, disconnected, you know. And Burmo just seems like he's trying his best all on his own. Everyone just seems so disconnected. Can I see Kobbie Mainoo start a game, please, in one of the cam positions with all our injuries? Please? Alright, like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Comment down below. what you lot think. I'm out, man.